Hi, I'm Amelia. I work at the information desk at the Hanley branch downtown. You might have seen me around before all this started. Um, a lot of what I do is helping people with Libby and Overdrive and getting ebooks and audiobooks in general. It feels like that's what I do the most, and I honestly really enjoy that and find it really rewarding because I really love getting people hooked up with more ways to read books. What I'm doing right now is basically just working from home, and the main thing that I've been doing here is answering emails. I've been answering the Email the Librarian account, so anytime you send an email using the little link on our website, I'm the one answering it most of the time. And I really like that because it's a really nice way to actually feel connected with patrons, because I really miss like seeing you guys like on a daily basis and having little chats and helping you guys out with whatever you come to the library for. So answering emails is really nice for me. I guess on a personal side, as you can see, I've been having a lot of fun with my hair. It was getting really shaggy, and I like keeping it short, so I ended up just buzzing it. And then I decided, what the heck, let's go purple. I'm really enjoying it. It's a weird change, but it's fun. I've also been doing a lot of baking. There has been quite the odyssey with my sourdough starter, which I started about a week and a half ago, and she was doing great. She was really bubbly, really stinky, and then I accidentally fed it bleached flour, and that kind of set me back. But I got some whole wheat flour, and she's looking mighty bubbly now. That's her right up there. Actually, right now I have some dough rising. I am making soft pretzels with the sourdough starter. So I'm really excited to see how those turn out. Hopefully they don't suck, because this is my first time baking with a sourdough starter. But I'm excited to see how it turns out. I've been doing some reading. One that I finished a couple days ago is The Magician's Nephew by C.S. Lewis. This is a reread for me. Like, I've read this probably 10 or 12 times. It was one of my favorite books when I was a kid, because it just really sparked my imagination in a different way. It's like the first book in the Chronicles of Narnia, chronologically. It wasn't the first one to be published, but it's just a really sweet, really like fantastical story. It's Narnia, it's fantasy, and just there's just elements in it that really stuck with me as a kid. There's these magic rings that these two little kids use to travel in between different worlds, and I just really loved that as a kid. That was really exciting to me. And it's really cool because I remember as a kid reading this after I read The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and just seeing kind of like all the setup for that was just really cool. I just felt like I'd decoded something. I was like, oh yeah, I know where this is going now. It's so exciting. So that's The Magician's Nephew. Again, one of my favorite books. I've reread it so many times. And then a newer one that I just finished is Little Bird, The Fight for Elder's Hope. This is a really gorgeous graphic novel about a woman who's basically like a freedom fighter against a totalitarian government that is like taking over their land and destroying their communities, and it's her battle against them. And the art style is really cool. I don't know how well this is going to show up, but I really love the artist's style. It's very like crisp and colorful, and yet it just has like a really unique feel to it. This book is a little bit gory. I mean, you can probably tell from the cover. It is an adult graphic novel for sure. But the story is really fascinating. The characters are really cool, and it's beautifully done. It's beautifully done. And I believe it is the first volume in a series. I don't know if the rest of them have come out yet, because this was published in 2019. So it's fairly new. And I really, really thoroughly enjoyed it. And I'm excited for the rest of the series. And then one last thing is a movie that I've watched, The Mummy, 1999, which I have probably watched a good 30 times. It's pretty much my favorite movie of all time, other than Star Wars. A really big original trilogy fan. But The Mummy is amazing. It is great. I will sing its praises to the day I die. It's a rip-roaring adventure story about a librarian at the turn of the century she's an Egyptologist, and she gets kind of roped into this crazy journey where she and some friends discover the city of the dead, and they accidentally wake up a mummy, and the mummy wreaks havoc, and they have to stop it. I'm really bad at explaining plots, but it's a really, really fun, it's just straight up fun from beginning to end. The action is really well done, the music is great, the acting is fantastic, the chemistry between the two main characters is mwah. Whew, it is so much fun. And yeah, there's a lot of, I guess I would call it an adventure comedy a little bit. There's some elements of horror, but it's not super scary. And I'm not really a big horror fan myself, so I would not recommend this, if it had like really heavy horror elements. But there are a few kind of like icky, it's mostly like, kind of cartoony kind of violence. But yeah, The Mummy, it's really fun. You should watch it. And all these things that I just mentioned are unfortunately not available from Hoopla or Libby, but I actually just made a tutorial video for how to create lists in our online catalog. Since holds are suspended right now, you won't be able to place holds on anything, but if anything that I talked about sounded interesting to you, or if you're looking through our catalog and you see something that you might want to check out once we reopen, you can create lists in our catalog when you're logged in with your library card. And so you can just keep track of all the stuff that you want to read, want to watch. I made a super quick little video. It's like a minute long, and I'll have that linked in the Facebook post for this. But yeah, I'm really making the best of sheltering in place, and I'm really excited for when we can safely open back up and see all you guys, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Bye.